Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with my February favorites. And I don't know about you, but I cannot believe the month of February is over. It feels like it was the fastest month ever compared to January that seemed to drag on forever. So yeah, really weird to get my head around the fact that the month is almost over. But yeah, I don't have too many favorites to share this month. I've really continued kind of working on a lot of my goals to simplify my life. And in the month of January, I did a major kind of home declutter where I decluttered almost 500 things from my home. And so in the month of February, I've really been focused more on reading a lot about how I'm going to tackle my closet, because for me, a source of a lot of stress in my life comes from walking into my closet, having a huge closet full of clothes and not knowing what to wear, or not being able to find anything to wear. So I know I need to declutter even further, and I really want to simplify the process of getting dressed every day, and I want to be using the things that I have in new and different ways. So I have been doing quite a bit of reading around this subject, and there are two books that have been really helpful, and they are both books that I had read at one time, but I feel like it was the wrong time to read them, and now I'm rereading them at a time when I think I really am getting a lot of benefit from reading them. So sometimes in life, I feel like the things you read, the things you see, it has to be like the right timing in order for it to really have meaning in your life. And that's how I feel about these books. So the first one is from Courtney Carver. It's called Soulful Simplicity. And again, this is a book I read, I think during the pandemic. I think I got both of these books right around the pandemic time when I was kind of decluttering my home and kind of going through kind of a different process, but just getting my head around simplifying my life. But now that it is such a priority in my life and my lifestyle has changed so drastically and I've had so many changes in my life, I just feel like this was the perfect time to read this book, and it was just amazing. It not only talks about simplifying your life from a decluttering perspective, but also simplifying your life in terms of the things that you do, how you're spending your time, and just focusing on the things that matter. So I really enjoyed this. And for anyone who's not familiar with Courtney Carver, she was the one who sort of invented the Project 333, which is wearing 33 pieces over 3 months at a time, kind of changing out your wardrobe for seasonally. And so that is something I have considered, just in terms of getting more wear out of the things that I have and figuring out how to wear some of my clothes. Maybe I will do that and kind of take you on that journey at some point. But for right now, I'm getting a lot of inspiration from other books I've read from Allison Bornstein. I can't remember the name of her book, but I'm definitely going to be rereading that soon because I really love how she approaches kind of identifying, finding your style, and then choosing your 3 style words and trying to go through your closet and see if the things that you have are really suited to your style. And if they're not, you know, what are the things that you need to add? So those are the kinds of things that are on my mind. But this was a really great book. And I know Courtney Carver also is coming out with another book this month that I have on order. I think it may have already been released by the time this video goes up. It's called Gentle, and I'm really excited for that book as well. I just love everything from Courtney Carver. So if you're looking to simplify your life or want to just get into minimalism, definitely I would check this out. And the other book that I reread and actually got the workbook to go along with it is The Curated Closet from Anuschka Rees. I absolutely loved this book the first time I read it, and I loved it again. I think this is probably the best book I've ever found in terms of kind of giving your closet an overhaul and trying to kind of figure out what works for you and how to wear it. And she kind of is a little bit of a minimalist herself. So a lot of the things I read about and a lot of the things that I'm incorporating into my life are grounded in minimalism for sure, but I am not someone, again, that considers myself a minimalist. I have way too much to be a minimalist, but I do want to live a more minimal lifestyle and a more simple lifestyle. So I picked up the workbook and I'm going to start doing this in March, and I think there's like 8 weeks of kind of exercises to go through that she talks about in the original book. You don't really need the workbook, but there's all kinds of exercises to do to kind of figure out your style and kind of try out your pieces. I know the first 2 weeks is nothing but taking a picture of everything you're wearing. And then as you get into the workbook, it kind of takes you through going through what you're looking at and how it makes you feel, and you know, what's right and wrong within your wardrobe, and trying to identify what works for your life, what doesn't, and hopefully curate your closet to be only what she calls VIPs that exist in your closet, and anything that's not a VIP needs to go. So I am really excited to get into that workbook. I'll let you know how that goes, and maybe at some point, like I said, I will try out Project 333 as well. And while I don't have any makeup or skincare products to talk about beauty-wise this month, I did want to mention that Versed is actually they've released a line of makeup, and I'm really excited to try it out. So hopefully by next month, if I have tried that, I will let you know. And Versed, for anyone who isn't aware, is a skincare brand, clean skincare brand that was started by the same woman, Catherine Power, who started Merit. So a lot of the products from what I have seen online kind of remind me a lot of Merit, just in terms of packaging and the types of products they are. Definitely more of a minimalist, I guess, makeup approach to everything I've seen, but really excited to try this line, and will let you know when I do. In the meantime, I have 2 fragrances that I have purchased in the last couple months that I'm really excited to share. These are both from Parfums de Marly. I have Palatine and Valaya Exclusif. And Palatine is a fragrance that I actually tested last year when it was released, and I felt like it was a beautiful fragrance, but it felt very springtime to me. It's definitely a floral fragrance. I believe there's some violet, there's some lily. There is a powderiness about this, but to me, it's definitely a fresh springtime fragrance. So I'm really glad I purchased it when I did, and I know I will get a lot of use out of this in the springtime. And Valaya Exclusif is very reminiscent of Valaya. Definitely dries down very similar, but when you first spray this on, you get a lot more warmth than in Valaya. Valaya, to me, even though I love that fragrance, I feel like it is a very kind of sharp, musky floral, whereas this one is a little bit more powdery, a little bit more soft. You definitely get a little bit more kind of vanilla and woods on the top, and it's still beautiful though. I love them both. I don't want to get rid of either one of them, but I would say that if you asked me to choose one or the other, I would choose this one all day long. I think it's a beautiful, softer, easier way to wear Valaya for anyone who may have been turned off by sort of the sharpness of Valaya. This one is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I don't really have anything new in my closet to share in terms of fashion, but I do have a couple pairs of sunglasses that I don't think I've talked about, and I got these way back, I think during the Black Friday sale at Madewell. So they are these kind of oval shaped sunglasses, very reminiscent of the 90s, and I absolutely love them so much that I have 2 pairs of them. The other pair are the Tortoise ones, and I just have been wearing these constantly and haven't talked about them, so I thought I would share them for anyone who may be interested. I'm sure you could probably get them during a sale for like under $50, and they're just really, really cute sunglasses. And last but not least is the handbag I have been using all this month that I did get quite a few questions about when I showed it in my last video. It is this one, this woven tote that I picked up off of a seller on Poshmark, but it is originally from Etsy, and I've seen a lot of similar bags on Etsy for anyone who may be interested. What I love about this woven tote is just the size of it. After getting a very similar version of the Dragon Diffusion Santa Croce tote off of another seller on Etsy, I kind of am realizing, as much as I love that bag, I feel like it's a little large for my day-to-day life. I think it's probably a great mom bag. I think it's probably a great work bag. I think it's probably a great bag for when you need to take a lot of stuff to do a lot of things. But for my day-to-day life, this one is the one that I reach for sure. And I am just in love with it. I'm using it right now. It carries a ton. I can show you what I've got in here. I don't really have it very stuffed, but I've got a little cosmetics pouch with just my cosmetics. Got my keys on my Louis Vuitton clay, and I've got some reading glasses. These are from Bobbi Brown from when she was doing eyewear. Love these. I think they're called the Bobbi, for anyone who may be interested, if they're even still available. And then I actually have the Allison Bornstein book that I brought with me because I had a doctor's appointment and wanted to just dive back into this because I really love this book. So it's called Wear It Well. I forgot that I did that, but here is that book. And that's all I've really been taking with me. Sometimes I will throw like a lightweight sweater or scarf, and that will fit in here. And it's just a really great bag, really great size. Works out that it goes over my shoulder, which is the one thing that I didn't love about the smaller version of the Santa Croce bag. It is just a handheld style. So yeah, I love this bag, and it's really been doing me well, holding up well. It was pre-loved, but it was in really great condition. And I just, yeah, am obsessed with it. So that is my favorite handbag of the month. So that is everything I have to share with you this month. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you have any questions about anything I've talked about. Leave it in the comments below, and I'd be happy to answer you there. And thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you soon in my next video.